guys, and welcome back to the Footy Show. Liam Rosenior been absolutely fired, absolutely gone, and I can't believe this couldn't have happened anytime sooner for Chelsea Football Club. And you know what? After they haven't even scored a goal since March. And then you've lost 5 games in a row. Oh man, like how the mighty have fallen in London. The champions of what? No. The Club World Cup, that badge, you guys need to go and absolutely get that recycled and removed from your jerseys because you guys do not deserve to wear that title after the abysmal form that you guys have been in. Seriously, like it's so bad. And what I mean by that is like what the transfer business that you guys have done with Manchester United is by far probably a good deal for us because you've spent 40 mil on a player that was disgruntled at Manchester United, did not want to be in the bench, wanted to start games, and what happened? Bench door settings couldn't even kick in. Man was sitting on the bench doing celebrations when he came on after scoring a goal, and in those games that he celebrated, you guys lost every single time. I can't believe this. And this guy signed a 7-year deal at Chelsea, and apparently it looks like you guys are going to sell this guy. So is that what you guys do? You just chuck money at everything pretty much like you usually do and just hope and pray that it happens? And then the other hilarious thing that I've always found interesting is that Chelsea and Arsenal always love taking leftovers from other clubs. I love to call them retirement FC. You've got Gabriel Jesus has gone to Arsenal. You've got Kai Havertz that used to be at Chelsea and now he's at Arsenal. So, you know, like they love to switch and swap and change with each other. Raheem Sterling was a former Manchester City player who won stuff at City. Gabriel Jesus was a former Manchester City player and now he's at Arsenal. So you see, what I'm saying is that London is just a dumping ground for the Premier League. They just get rid of all these guys once they're done with them, and then you sit down, shut your mouth, get out of the way. And a funny fact that I still can't wrap my head around is that you signed Raheem Sterling for £325,000 a week. A week. He signed a deal in 2022, and then, which lasts until 2027, he's already gone in 2026. And the crazy thing is that this guy was never in the 30-man squad. He was told to train by himself. So he's pretty much coming to work, training, and getting paid every week. $325,000. That's insane. That's probably one of the world's easiest jobs. And what a shame, because I think Sterling had a pretty decent career, you know? And also being a former Liverpool player as well. Like, it's insane. You know? And now, like, just to give you pretty much a brief summary of like how Chelsea had their fall from grace with an 8-2 aggregate to PSG in the Champions League, and you got sent absolutely crashing out. Yes, I know, Man United got... I don't care. This is not about Manchester United crashing out of cup comps. This is about you, Chelsea, thinking you man can just throw money any whichever way you want and thinking that it's just going to fix everything. And apparently after that 3-0 loss at home to PSG, that's the worst record that Chelsea have had in 114 years. That's crazy. And you know what? To top it off, these guys haven't scored since March. And they've lost 5 games in a row. So you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care. This is hilarious. You know? And then the fact that the team is struggling, and then Enzo Maresca got booted at one point, and then you bring in a PE teacher and Liam Rosenior, like, I'm sorry, this guy was not ready to take on a big club, let alone in the Premier League. You should have left him where he was, let him cook, let him get some confidence, let him do his thing, but no, these guys wanted to rush, and just hope that the club would get a new bounce with this guy. But it's hilarious. He signs a 5-year deal and then gets fired 5 months into the job. Like that's almost as worse as Manchester United. Like for Man United, people managers just come, do whatever, get a quick payday, and they're gone. I'm tired of that nonsense. Chelsea is pretty much going through the same thing we are, but 10 times as worse. And you know what? Unfortunately, they have American owners just like we do. And Americans don't know how to run football clubs. NFL, yes. Football and soccer, no. You guys need to stick to what you know. FSG, I don't know what's happening in Liverpool, but you guys were, what? You won the league last year, and now you can't even defend your own title? And you got knocked out on the other 2 cup comps, and then also the Champions League as well? So, like, nah. It's insane. Like, I just can't understand how clubs are just run in a way where you just throw money at them and just think it's going to work. Unfortunately, yeah, like, football's becoming a business where it's more about stats and money and, everything else, and it's not about the love of football anymore. But like Chelsea, you guys, like you talked so much the whole year. And then what happened? You guys absolutely fell off the face of the earth. Your Premier League is done for you. Carabao Cup, done. FA Cup, that's your only hope to salvation, to save whatever you have left for your season. And guess what? It's against a hot Manchester City who's looking to claim yet another trophy this season and possibly the league title. So you know what, Chelsea fans, you guys got to figure it out. Because if it's either the FA Cup or it's the Conference League for you guys. Seriously. But okay, guys, well, that's it for that. I just wanted to talk about that because it's pretty concerning. If I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be fuming. A lot of them online are just like, yeah, I've had enough. I'm surprised this guy didn't go sooner. But yeah, guys, and Liverpool just won. So the gap is 3 points. No, actually, no, it's not. It's 58 apiece. We need to win against Brentford to make that a 3-point gap and stay in the top 3. Yep, the preview for the kickoff is going to be coming out. Like, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff.